What's going on, people? This is Market Omega back at it with another weekly recap. Hey, before we get started, I just want to encourage you guys to sign up to madassmoney.com. The link in the description. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at Market Omega. All right, and without further ado, let's go. All right, so this is Market Omega once again. I'm just going over some of the trades I took this week. So I'm gonna start off with today. So today, the first trade I took was ANPC. Okay, so we've actually seen the trend that's been going on the last few weeks. I would say actually a month and a half. Okay, so what we're seeing is basically, you know, a lot of these stocks are popping in pre-market. They pop some more, and then fade after the market opens. And we saw a few of them this week, actually, and plus part of last week as well. They're popping in pre-market and they're fading. And, there's usually no support on the long side. And, some people want to attribute that to the Robinhood traders. They've blown up their accounts, or there's not enough. They've used up all their stimulus money. So basically, there's not enough momentum to carry these stocks once the market opens. So I don't know what it is, but that's pretty much the pattern we've been seeing. And a lot of times in the summer we see these patterns: the spike up in pre-market and the fade. So if you're a long trader, you really have to pick your spots. Okay. So I took a trade. I've actually started taking some trades in pre-market just to see if I can catch some, get some coin in pre-market or something. So I took a trade ANPC today. Basically, I saw this perking up in pre-market. It had news, something about COVID. A lot of these COVID names have been running. So some of these companies, they're using this as an opportunity to dump their shares, right? So what they do is they basically put out some news, some bogus news about COVID, or they're exploring medical research in COVID, or blah, blah, blah. And then the stock pumps in pre-market, and then they dump their shares, and then it fades off. And that's what we're seeing. But I actually was thinking that because I saw this stuff perking up, and it was holding above moving averages. So I'm thinking, okay, well, when this gets up to this level, I can go long around that 12 break, because that'll be over the VWAP, and I can ride it to the first. My sell target will probably be around here, 1270s, and then hopefully hold to market open. So I got long 1170. Hindsight, I should have just like waited till it broke 12. Yeah, I got in too quick. I was being too hasty on this trade. And something told me, like, as soon as before I hit the button, something said, well, why don't you just wait till 12? But, I was just being too greedy, and I paid for it. So I ended up stopping out. I think I stopped at around 1150. So before the market opened, I was red. I stopped out 20 cents, so I was red. So I was like, okay, well, it is what it is, but I didn't panic. So the next trade I took was CNDT. So that was a trade that put me back in the green. Basically, the stock, I put it on my watch list. It was perking up. Now, this stock is a high institutional ownership stock. So a lot of institutions own this stock. Okay, so a lot of times if you see a high institutional owned stock, it also has a higher float, and having a higher float means it's not going to move as smoothly as ANPC would move, right? Because the higher float, just think like demand and supply. So higher float basically means more supply that they can sell, and on every pop it could get sold off. But I still knew that there was a lot of room, because right here, between here and here, there's a lot of room. So basically, I got in, I think, at like 413. And when it popped up, I sold 3/4 of my position at 443, and then pulled back. Now I had another sell target at like the 470s, but it didn't get there. It basically went to 465, and then it started pulling. It pulled back. So I was just like, well, I got some money on it, so I'm done with it. But I mean, I kind of like this stock. I really like it. It's orderly. Look at the pattern. I mean, to me, this is pretty bullish right there. This is. Let me see if I can draw a trend line for you guys. I like this, man. This is pretty bullish. Yeah, I like this. Crap. What am I doing? Yeah. So to me, that's pretty bullish right there. So, um, you know, I would put that on my watch. I mean, I'm not trading, but I told guys in chat that CNDT is a stock that I'm watching. That's a stock I'm watching for later on today. Let me just type this to the guys in chat so they know. Watch CNDT for late day move. I like this pattern. You guys know I'm a bullish trader, so I like patterns like this. So yeah, so watch CNDT. If any other guys are trading, they can watch CNDT. Okay. All right. So the next trade that I took was OPGN. So I don't even know if I alerted this. So basically, OPGN, if you see here, initially it attempted to break the move. It broke the move. It broke the pre-market and then it pulled back. Right now, I missed this. I actually wanted to take this earlier. Let me go to a smaller time frame so at least you guys can get a better picture. So I wanted to take this. You guys always know my favorite pattern is the double bottom, inverse head and shoulders, and I also want to see a stock perking up with higher lows, and that's what we got right here. So if you take a look, we got this right here. It's a higher low right there. See, it's just uptrending, and see this right here, this pattern, this W pattern. I like that. I like that right there. Let's see. So I probably would have gotten this trade long, but I left it. But when it broke when it broke the pre-market and started pulling back, I was getting long on the pullbacks. I have to look. I don't know if I actually typed that up in chat, but that was a pretty solid trade right there. Okay, now let's see, and I think this stock actually has a lot of it actually has a lot of juice for later on later on. So if this can actually, let me make this. I'll put this right here. If this can find a way to break this right here, we could see some further upside. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? True. This basically just sold off in pre-market, opened, popped a little bit, and sold off. So that wasn't a trade that I was really watching. True. Let's see. MYOS. So MYOS was from a few days ago. Okay, so let's go back. So MYOS, I took this trade, and guys, remember, like at the beginning of the of my recap, I told you guys about the pre-market moves. A lot of stocks are having these pre-market moves, and then when they open, they sell off. And we've seen this pattern the last few months, and I can basically go ahead and say that we're in the summer. We're full-blown summer trading. This is how the stocks trade in the summer. They open and then they sell off. A lot of times they do that. And so we're in full-blown summer mode right now. But I got this trade right here, man. This is where I got long. I got long at, I think, was it 206, somewhere around here. I don't know. I got long at 206. I was risking 2. So pretty much my stop out level was 2. And I got long at 206, literally risking 6 cents. I was risking 6 cents with the potential to make over 50. And that's what I did. It popped up to, I think my first take profit target was 237, I think. That's where I took the first profit. And I actually wanted to add here, but I didn't get a chance to. But I took some off in the 250s and the rest in the 260s. I think that's what happened. So this one, it was, I liked it. It was pretty decent. It was going up, pulling back, going up, pulling back, going up, pulling back. And I like stocks that uptrend. You know, I want to take a stock that actually goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back. That's what you want to see on a long trade. And then you look for patterns. There are a lot of these patterns form. They always form on these stocks. Okay. All right. So this guy's asking me what pattern I see. Let's see. Yeah. Let me let him know. He's asking me what pattern I see in CNDT. So the pattern that I see on CNDT is triangle formation, guys. It's right here. See that? That's the pattern. Also forming a double bottom. All right, so there it is. CNDT, if this breaks this I would say 410 ideally. I want to see it break 410. So let's see what happens with that. But so back to the recap. MYOS, that was the trade I took a few days ago. This was on Wednesday. Okay, so that was pretty good. The other trade I took was AVCT. So AVCT, guys, once again, remember that pattern. A bust up in extended hours, and then market opens a sell-off, a sell-off. So that's what we're seeing the last few months. Okay, so pretty much I scalped this in pre-market a few times on the pullbacks. I got long on the pullbacks, holding above moving averages and all of that. So I was getting long on the pullbacks. And by the time the market opened, I had a cushion on the day because I was already, I already had a decent cushion. Now, the first trade I took during the market open was around here. I think I got long right here, somewhere around there. I got long and I alerted it in chat, and I scaled out on the position. Got long right there and scaled out. So those were the trades that I actually took that stood out for me. Those, in my opinion, we're going to see the market behave like this until the fall. We're going to see these pop in pre-market, fade at the open, pop in pre-market, fade at the open. So this guy's asking me, trying to make sure I'm reading this chart correctly. Isn't there a double, triple top? No, it's not. It's rising. That's not. I'll explain it later, guys. Anyway, so those are the trades that I took this week. Now, we could see that same pattern into next week and possibly the whole of August. We see these, rise in pre-market, fade at the open. We're probably going to see those patterns repeating throughout. So I'm still going to take advantage of the pre-market because I think that's where some of the long opportunity is. Pre-market, and then the open is for the short sellers. All right. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around, listening to my my weekly recap. Once again, you can catch me in madassmoney.com. The link is in the description, so feel free to subscribe. You can try us out. Use my link and you can get some discount, okay? Link in the description, madassmoney.com. And you can follow me on Twitter at MarketOmega. All right? Thank you so much for sticking around. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day and a wonderful, wonderful rest of the wonderful, wonderful rest of the weekend. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a sign that I need to eat because I'm starving right now. All right, you guys take care and see you next week.